Factors affecting physiologic function. Thesis or problem statement. Physiological effects of exercise in the body require increased oxygen, cardiac output, mechanical, and thermal stimulus to meet the increased demands. Factors that affect physiologic function during exercise are work rate, which is mechanical efficiency, the energy expended from the contribution of the external work output. It's lower due to the increase in work rate and total energy expenditure compared to work output. Movement speed. The optimum movement speed increases as power output increases. Extrinsic factors. More efficiently designed equipment produces efficiency in physical activity. Lighter running shoes and moisture-wicking fabrics are examples of these. Muscle fiber composition. A higher percentage of slow-twitch muscle fibers require less ATP, which presents an increase in mechanical efficiency. Fitness level. A person at a higher fitness level will perform tasks with higher efficiency. This is due to a decrease in energy expenditure during temperature regulation, increased circulation, and waste product removal. Body composition. Activity performed by overweight individuals is lower in efficiency due to an increase in energy cost from carrying the extra weight. Technique. Efficiency is higher and energy expenditure is lower when technique is improved. Factors that enhance physiologic function. Physical activity. This includes intensity, frequency, and duration. Cardiorespiratory fitness. This involves heart rate, stroke volume, cardiac output, blood flow, blood pressure, and blood dynamics. Heart rate increases with increased workload. Total oxygen uptake is extracted from the tissues used during work performance for energy production. Stroke volume is the amount of blood ejected from the heart with each beat. Heart rate times stroke volume equals cardiac output. As heart rate and stroke volume rises, cardiac output rises as well. Blood flow goes through the circulatory system during exercise. Increased blood flow promotes body temperature maintenance, blood flow to working muscles, blood flow in active circulation, and a preservation of blood volume. Blood pressure is an increase in cardiac output, causes an overall increase in blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure rises with physical activity, while diastolic blood pressure changes very little. Motivation. Pushing beyond pain and fatigue give individuals more anaerobic work and higher blood lactate levels and glycogen depletion. Factors that limit physiologic function. Maximal cardiac output. 70 to 80% of limited VO2 max can be attributed to maximal cardiac output. Maximal heart rate remains unchanged with endurance training. Pulmonary diffusion. The exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the lungs and the blood. In athletes with high cardiac outputs, pulmonary diffusion may limit VO2 max by shortening the time period when blood picks up oxygen in the lungs. This may lead to lowered blood oxygen saturation levels. Blood volume and flow. Oxygen carried from the lungs to the heart through hemoglobin increases to meet the needs of the muscles during exercise. This can cause the blood to thin, which will flow more easily through blood vessels and may increase the blood's oxygen carrying capacity. This enhances oxygen delivery to working muscle mass. Factors that affect physiologic function at rest. Body mass. The greater the body weight, the higher the resting metabolism weight. Body composition. Muscles in the body burn more calories than fat. Age. Metabolism slows down naturally in adults at a rate of 2 to 3% per decade. This is due to the loss of lean muscle mass. Gender. Body mass and composition are higher in men than in women, giving men the advantage. How heat production from oxygen uptake affects physiologic function during exercise. Stroke volume, heart rate, and arteriovenous oxygen difference add up to VO2 oxygen uptake. Stroke volume is decreased and heart rate is increased when heat is produced through physical activity. This reduces venous return to the heart. Thermoregulation is an increase in metabolism during exercise that raises the body temperature and produces vasodilation of the vessels and inhibits vasoconstriction. Heat may be lost through evaporation of sweat and expired air through ventilation. Thank you.